Bring out the bunting, ring those bells. A long-awaited piece of extraordinary news hit us yesterday. It was absolutely amazing and marvellous and something of a wonderment to me and completely unexpected. Brian Stelter said something nice about Donald Trump. I'm Granniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds. So, for those of you who don't know much about Brian Stelter, which is probably anyone who doesn't watch CNN regularly, this is the Stelter of old.
For as long as I've been alive, for as long as you've been alive, no leader of the free world has publicly spoken about the press the way Trump does.
Okay, but of course, in my humble opinion, nobody alive within my memory has spoken about an American president the way the media has. So, cuts both ways, doesn't it? Anyway, that's the Stelter of old. And then, a couple of years ago, he was booted off his long-running TV show. Nobody really knows why, at least I don't know why. I haven't found any answers. But it appears to have something to do with a change in ownership of CNN. Apparently they wanted to become a little less radical. Brian Stelter rebukes CNN on his final show, saying it's not partisan to stand up to demagogues. And when he says demagogues, he really means demagogue. And when he says demagogue, he means Donald Trump. Exclusively. I'm not sure I ever even heard him call Saddam Hussein a demagogue. Anyway, he might have done. I just don't remember that. Brian Stelter, host of CNN's media affairs show, Reliable Sources, you can make up your own mind about that, which was cancelled last week after 30 years on air, used his final episode on Sunday to make a pointed rebuke of the network's new bosses and their intention to pursue a more neutral voice to its coverage. So he left, or was left, on the Reliable Sources show, and he's tried to swim independently for the past 2 years, and not incredibly successfully. And interestingly enough, he's back. He is now returning to CNN 2 years after the network cancelled his show. This was a story in Variety on September the 3rd. So he's had chance to bed himself in by now. In an email to subscribers of CNN's Reliable Sources media newsletter, Stelter said he will be returning as the lead author of the publication he founded in 2015. He said he will relaunch the newsletter on September the 9th. In addition, Stelter will make on-air appearances on CNN as a commentator and create digital content. So this means that Mr. Stelter is now thinking of earning a living for himself, perhaps as a journalist. But even more incredible, there is this.
Brian Stelter, what did you make of this performance?
Oh, no, don't ask me first. I thought he was funny. I thought he actually got a few great jokes in.
Just look at the smile on that man's face, just full of admiration. And
I thought the best moment was we talked about the assassination attempts.
The fixed facial expression on this Stepford wife of an overgroomed presenter who is listening to him and trying not to show how astonished she is. I'm sure that they've been through how they're going to approach this anyway, so she probably isn't all that surprised.
Attempts and made light of what he's experienced, because I think he's experiencing real trauma, real PTSD as a result.
Actual sympathy here.
a lot of the shootings, but he's still able to have a light moment in this room. And he took advantage of the fact that Kamala Harris wasn't there.
Which is really the subtext.
And he mentioned that Kamala Harris wasn't there. I mean, he actually drew attention to it. Will wonders ever cease? Obviously, this isn't such a wonder. This gentleman here, this lady here too, as well as this gentleman, they're both seriously worried about their well-paid jobs. They can see which way the wind is blowing, and they've decided to trim their sails accordingly. It's rather fun watching them though, isn't it? Till next time. You can help my channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That's quite important. And by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels and to donation methods are in the description. But the best way you can help is simply by clicking like and notify. Thank you.